Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And in this video I have this Dell Inspiron 1515, which has 2 gigs of RAM and 160 gig hard drive, and it's from 2009, and I'm going to be trying to install Arch Linux on it. I have it on this little flash drive right here, and I'm going to be showing the installation process. First off, I just hit the power button. And then hit F12, and then I can just arrow down a USB storage device, and I just hit enter on this one. And as you can see, a lot of words will show up, and then it's just Arch Linux booting. And I can ping Google to make sure that we're online. And we are online, and then I can just do Arch install, hit enter. Then I can select a language, and I can go down to locals, and that is fine. Then I just go to mirrors and repositories, hit enter, select regions, and then I can just hit up a few times until I get to United States, as you can see right there. And then I just hit space, and then I hit enter, and then I can just go down to back. So as you can see, just hit the arrow key down to back, and then I do disk configuration, hit enter, partitioning, and then it'll ask what you want to do, and I'll just use a best effort default manual partition layout, and then I just hit the space bar on my disk I want to use, and that is the correct one, and then I just hit enter, and then we want to use ButterFS, and then if it'll ask if we want to use it as use subvolumes, I'm going to say no, and then yes, use compression, and then a separate partition for /home, no. Then I'm just going to go down back, and then swap on ZRAM is enabled, and then bootloader is scrub, which is fine, hostname Arch Linux is fine, and then you need to set a root password, which I just set, and then you need to add a user, and then user, and then just set a password. And yes, you want it to be a super user, and then confirm and exit, and then profile, and then type, and then you want to go to desktop, and you want to use XFCE 4 because that's pretty light. So of course I'm going to go down, I'm going to hit the space bar on XFCE 4, hit enter, and then it'll ask what GUI we want to use, and I already have it defaulted here, as well as graphics drivers. So now I just need to hit down and back, and then audio, and we're going to use Pipewire, because that works perfectly fine. And kernels, I recommend getting the LTS kernel as well as the Linux kernel, and then for network configuration, you can use Network Manager, which is what you want to use. And then I can go down to time zone, and it'll say UTC, and of course you can change that to whatever time zone you are. So I'm going to go to US Eastern, and the automatic timesync is enabled, and then you just want to scroll down to install, and it'll say specified configuration will be applied. Would you like to continue? And just hit enter on yes, and there it goes. Alright, now it asks if I want to show root into the new installation, and the answer is no, I do not. And then you just type exit down here at the bottom. You can see, you just type exit, and then just press the power button, and it'll turn off. Now you can reboot to the new system. So I'll show this in its entirety. Power on. Enter. And there we go. We're at a user login, so I'm just going to type in my simple password. And there, I'm in. All right. So as you can see, we have all of our applications that are installed here. Terminal, etc., etc. I'm very curious on what web browser is here. Oh, there is none. So I am going to install Firefox on this just to show you how it works. So we're going to do sudo pacman-s Firefox. And then we want to also get neofetch. And then enter in my sudo password. And then hit enter. And then enter again. There, now those are installed, so I can do a quick neofetch. It is running Arch, and it's only using 460 megs of RAM on boot. And I can run Firefox from the terminal here. There, now I have Firefox installed. There you can see it. And then I can just go to YouTube. It looks like it's struggling quite a bit to load it, but it will load it. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Now I can just search my channel. As you can see, this camera hates me and doesn't want to focus again, but yep, it does work. So I can scroll down to where I revived my 12-year-old MacBook Air. No, there is audio. I don't know how to change it in here. And it is playing. So there is that. Volume control right there. It is excessively quiet. Let's see if it can do 720. In full screen? It's doing it. Skip around here. I mean, yeah, it does work. Not very well, but it does work. And it's really not that fast, but it does seem to be usable. Not sure how usable you could consider it, but it is usable. Well, as you can see, that's why I couldn't hear anything. The speakers were all the way down. But yeah, it is usable. Anyways, this was how to install Arch and a little demonstration on how it runs. So I hope you like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.